All right, Brent Porcio, TopVelocity.net. Going to do a pitch analysis here. Nate, going to pair him up with Kaohi. So take them both into leg lift. Okay. You can see Tate is going back, shifting back into leg lift. I like to stay keeping my weight inside drive leg into leg lift, because when we get to a point where we're too balanced up, it's hard to get that momentum going, which comes through that falling movement. You're not really in a great position to fall because you're in this balanced center of gravity. So what can happen is you do things like this. You squat. So yeah, you just squat. Really, nothing has moved. And if we watch Kaohi, as he comes out of leg lift, we've got some movement there. So yeah, yes, he's squatting, but he's also moving forward. Because the problem is if we just squat, then what happens is we don't have the forward momentum. The vector's in a more vertical position, which is the ankle to knee, and therefore we can't really even push to get out of this position, because if he starts to push off the leg, then he starts standing back up again. So what you start doing is you start reaching with your front leg to move forward like this, and then now you've put yourself in a position to where really it's hard to sequence, all the way up the drive leg, through the hip, through the trunk, through the arm correctly. But if you have that momentum going and you're riding that back leg, everything can really stay closed and loaded, which you see Kaohi doing really well here. Everything's closed and loaded. And if we watch, to a similar point here with Tate, this is already up too early. This is flown open, even though this is trying to stay closed. But these other limb positions are going to throw off sequencing. So let's watch Kaohi here. He's going to open and extend and push, and you see the back leg really get off the rubber as it rotates as well. And what you get is that hip opening well ahead of the shoulders. So if we watch Tate here as he goes in the front foot strike and stabilizes, and you can see that front foot strike goes down here, we don't have this separation because the arm was up early, the front side was open, pretty much the trunk was ready to go into front foot strike, and you can see the glove side is even tucking into there. So if we looked at even the front foot position, Kaohi's front foot would be closed, Tate's would be open. Kaohi's glove side would be closed, Tate's would be open, all the way to the arm. The arm is already laying back. So we really have to understand there's no better way to sequence the kinetic chain in the body without being more passive with the lift leg or staying loaded and closed with lift leg into drive leg. And the key to that is getting momentum away from some source outside of the body, and that's that falling movement. Because if we're having to use the body to create momentum, the leg's not in a position early enough to do it, so we start using either the lift leg, the glove side, sometimes the head, and then that's when everything goes wrong. So really focusing coming out of the leg lift and getting that momentum going is going to be key. So then when we land, we can optimize hip to shoulder separation, because what that does is allows us to get all the leg power through before the upper body then transfers and multiplies that energy. And you can see for Tate, when he hits right here, the leg power is getting through, but the upper body's moving and opening with it, which means it's not going to transfer it as effectively. And that's why you don't get the front leg extending, you don't get the good forward trunk tilt positions, and you're losing a lot of velocity in the process.